The fake.
Damn, you really moved that shit.
Right, so over the last couple of weeks, well, it started off like, I don't know, maybe like, well, whenever Matt was the leader for the day. I don't know how long ago that was now. But obviously, I got kicked out of the 6 for the vote because Matt was being a little bitch. That's not the point. I went in a stratum because I had a laptop, right? And I wanted to give it to him. So I was above the power plant, watching over, waiting for you guys to get there. And while I was waiting there, a blue GTR comes driving over the hill to where, what's it called? Like the old, where we used to keep it, you know, like behind the power plant, where it's like right next to the water. So they were snooping around all the way around there. And then as soon as you guys pulled up, it drove off back towards like where we actually have it. And then like over that hill and fucked off that way. Then we went to Hayes and the guy that has that car, what's it called? The guy that has that car is called Arthur Lionheart. He's just like a mechanic, right? But me and Denzel didn't really pay too much attention to it.
I remember you mentioning that briefly a while ago.
Yeah. So a few days ago, we were doing a cook and a meth run like started off right there, right? And then apparently the day after that, a red line race started literally like inside the compound where we have the lab. So then that started it up with me and Denzel talking again about it. And we just brought everything back up and realized that it's a bit sus, right? There's also the fact that the Saints are very closely tied in with Harmony, obviously, which is where we keep the key. So we were thinking about moving the key, but we thought what we'll do instead, this is like a very brief TLDR all the way. What we'll do instead is do a bait cook. But like, so for a while, maybe like a week or two, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do cooks without the key on us, right? So we're not actually gonna be doing the cook, but we're doing everything else perfectly the same as we've normally been doing it. So we go there with the 2 people on bikes that go into the bushes, and 4 people in the car that go to the lab. The car goes to the same place, and then we just sit at the bottom of the stairs, right?
What's the purpose of doing a fake cook?
Try and bait them out to try and attack us.
Because we've seen a car in the area and a meth run started.
Yeah, Denzel also like tried getting info out the Arthur guy, right? Forgot to mention this bit. And pretty much he was just acting like bare sus. Apparently he wanted to join Seaside for like 2 years, and then all of a sudden 2 of his mates have joined it. And you know what I'm saying? Like he's got like motive in a way, because he could then get info on this lab and like, you know, try and use that to get in with Seaside. But the craziest bit, right? We did this bait cook yesterday, and as soon as we were done with the cook, that Arthur guy tweeted out they're cooking.
Huh?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. They tweeted
Such a weird
cooking.
tweet to do. Like, what?
It was like, and then it like in quotation said like, in a deep scary voice or something weird after it.
Yeah, like, some random shit after it, but it said literally within like 30 seconds of us doing this like fake cook, they're cooking. So what we said, if we're just gonna keep our normal schedule or try to of what we were doing with cooks, but just not actually cook. We've even got Vitar's old bench key that says the power station on it, but that's for when we actually do like real cooks. Car's gonna have the actual key in like a box, and then.
So what's the I moving the key and the lab itself, if possible, from that tweet alone, I can't lie, is like I would back, to be honest. Until you said that tweet, I was like, this seems a little overkill. But
that's crazy. Why would you? I wonder why he would tweet that.
It could just be coincidence, but it is also very strange that the same guy who you've seen snooping around tweeted that.
I know some random guy that said they're cooking, and there wouldn't be much attention to it, but.
how come the fake cooks? Like, would it not just be easier to just move it and then just start again? Like,
I mean,
why do we want to get caught? Like, why do we want to? Why do we want to
Just
do a fake
confirm
cook to get someone to
suspicions, I'm
attack
pretty
us?
sure.
Because that just sounds like
I don't know.
ambush
I'm gonna
waiting
be
to
honest.
happen,
It
to be
went
fair,
round.
if they
It
did.
went round in a circle. Right. Like that's the first thing I said yesterday was we should just move it, but no one else wanted to move it for some reason. Oh well, God knows.
Denzel's reasoning for not just wanting to move it was apparently we moved it 8 times and Rush knew where it was every single time we moved it. That's what Denzel
Yeah,
said.
I guess. Yeah, it's because it was in a bit of a shit area. Oh,
So
right. Yeah.
the answer that we came up with to fix this all was we're going to apparently speak to Hydra and see if they're willing to trade labs because they're not really cooking at the moment, and see if we can use another one of the labs and let this one cool down, basically. That was the resolution we got.
Until we do that, we're gonna do these bait cooks just to see if anything happens.
Is that really the move though? Like, attempting to get someone to pull up on you and potentially shoot you in the fucking face.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what if they do?
I'm not gonna lie, like, because if they're gonna pull up and take a key, I can't imagine they're gonna pull up for a conversation.
I mean, I don't know. Denzel's always just been the head of the meth thing, and that's what he said. And then Qatar kept joking around, saying like, "Oh, I hope you lose it, so that I'm not the only person that."
Yeah, that didn't sit right with me.
Yeah, no, I pulled him up on it.
I can speak to Denzel. Like, I understand in theory because it would be good to know who's after it, but I think we all know that if we do the fake cooks, even if it's one of them, because like we could do it knowing that something could happen and be ready for a scrap, but it's also like we could just get shot in the back of the head while sitting in a bush.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I see both sides of it. Even if we go there expecting an ambush, then we can be ready for it, right? And then figure out who the fuck it is that's doing it. And if not, I don't know.
It's more so just so that if anyone is looking at it, then they don't think that we know. You know what I'm saying?
So basically just
it's like mental warfare, really.
Yeah.
I think we do it when Denzel's around, but otherwise we allow it.
Pay your 6 random dons to go there, bro. Move it and then just get us 6 of people that we kind of trust that would do it for a bag and just give them 20k each time, bro, or some shit. Imagine. I do get the vision, though. I see the vision, because in an ideal world, they pull up, you know, they expose themselves, you realize who it is, then you can avoid it, and I also don't see anything coming. I just wouldn't want anyone to get hurt, you know?
Yeah.
What is this shiesty list? We're
At the end of the day, it's better than doing
like
actual
hit
cooks.
Like every gang that wakes up.
If that's what everyone wants to do, then, and we run that, we just have to go into it, like, very fucking hyper-aware and very ready to be shot at.
Yeah, that's what we did yesterday.